What is going on, guys? It is currently 5:43, February 5th, and this is going to be a trading recap and how I have been trading recently with my strategy. Yes, I do have dark circles between my eyes. Yes, I am very tired. Yes, I've not been getting sleep, but that is okay. I have been working a lot on trading and refining this new model that I've been doing. And again, you can see 10,000 total PNL, and I've taken out already multiple payouts recently. But yeah, just to show you guys, I have been super consistent recently with my trading. And this is on across six accounts. My take profit trader accounts, even after the payout, currently has around $12,000 in it. I could take all of it out, but again, I like trading with a lot of margin. I like trading with a lot of capital because that is the way I trade. You can see my top side balance right now has $4,000 or basically $5,000. I did start my two trading combines, but we blew them trading on Discord live. I did it on purpose, no jokes, because I was essentially gamble trading and I was just listening to house music. So, yeah, but let's get into the model again. Every time I make a video now, I'm probably just gonna do a model discussion first, because a lot of you guys don't actually go back to my other videos and like my old videos to watch. For some reason, I don't know what you guys are doing, but stop gooning, stop the goon, and realistically watch what I'm doing. Okay, thank God. Okay, I thought I froze for a second. Okay, hold on. Let me adjust my face cam. Holy shit, I look bloated as fuck. I am currently losing weight. I'm trying my best. Down to around 90 kgs right now. It's still like 200 something, but I'm trying to skim down a bit. But let's get into this trading video. Let's not dilly-dally. And before I'm going to do a salad really quick, my mentorship does come back out at April. There is currently only one spot left for the previous mentorship. Again, when I reopen the mentorship, it will not be the same as before. It will be completely different, and I will be changing a lot of things up. There will be not nearly as much benefit as the ones that I have right now, so there is one spot left. Again, if you are interested in watching and joining my mentorship, there's one spot left, so please DM me if interested. Again, I will put my Discord, my Instagram in the description down below, so if anyone wants to join, you can join whenever. And yeah, all my students are literally passing their accounts in 2-3 months. 2-3 months. Some pass their account in a month, and they're taking payouts already. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know if you think this is a scam. Keep being delusional, but this is the method. I'm telling you, this is going to be the easiest thing. This model will make you money by the end of 2026, as long as you study the model and understand it. Okay? Now, let's get into this trading recap and trading. Okay? Number one, the first thing that we need to do every single morning, right? This is what I do. What do? I type in TradingView, right? And then we hop onto NQ. First things we do, we check for, what do we check for? We check for Asia lows, Asia highs, London lows, London highs. And then, sorry, give me 1 second. And then we see where we are going to be for the rest of the day. Are we going to be bullish? Are we going to be bearish? Are we going to sell off? What are we going to do? Again, guys, a lot of this is super simple. All you're doing is checking for previous day liquidity. Why? Because market and overnight sessions have orders there, and this is where we want to be. Okay? That's number one. Sorry, my roommate's texting me. He's being I can't say it on here or else I'll get banned. But That's number one. Again, hop on TradingView. Look at the goddamn chart, okay? Look at the liquidity. Look at previous day. Look at this, okay? And tell me what you see, right? What do I see here? If I see that we get sold off today or yesterday, right? London previous session and what's it called? Pre-market already took out every single low, right? So I'm going to be looking for longs during open market. Ergo, I did not take trades this morning because again, I did not wake up on time, and I did not want to take trades during this time. There was no point. Okay, so what do? I don't trade, right? But if I did wanted to trade, what would I trade? I would trade in between my zones right here. Okay, so let's hop into Top Step and take a look. Open market right here, right? I want to trade in between my zone, and this is exactly what I do, right? VWAP rejection, I short it from the top all the way down into here, right? Oh, sorry, a new trading day just started, but I didn't start right there. I traded around right here, and then set TP right here for 5 micros, which is around like $400. Again, still super good. It was not 65 points. This move was not 65 points. That's a complete lie. But that was what I was looking for. I was looking for that rejection off my zone and rejection off the VWAP. That's what we look for in our model, right? Number 2, again, model. You can go back into my other videos. Supply and demand, very easy, very simple. If you don't watch it, you are missing out on a lot of money. But supply and demand, VWAP rejection, everything is in my model. And again, I did add into the 5-minute fair value gap, and I will tell you guys right now how to use it. 5-minute fair value gaps do not work if it's, again, pre-market, for me at least, okay? Pre-market does not work. This is like, all of these are just fucking placebo, okay? These are not real. We want to look for the ones that are realistically, right, during market open, and we always on the 5-minute. We're always on the 5-minute, okay? Remember, we are always on the 5-minute. We're never on the 1-minute looking for fair value gaps because they do not work, okay? And what we want to see is these insane downwards candles. That's what we want to see, right? And we will see the 5-minute fair value push in right here. We'll see the 5-minute fair value push in right here, right? So if we see the 5-minute fair value gap push in, what do we want to do? Number one, we want it to either wait for an inverse, or we want to see it reject, right? And with me trading, this is my strategy at least, and this is how trading works for me. I would have shorted down here. I mean, if it edged my TP, I would have honestly just taken it or trail profits. But this is a trade that I would have been taking, right? This is a trade that I would take with the 5-minute fair value gap, because I know the 5-minute fair value gap will hold, right? And so that's what I've been doing most of the time recently, trading 4-hour supply and demand with the 5-hour, and then you switch to the 1 hour, and then the 5-minute fair value gap and VWAP rejection to give you that confirmation that we are pushing downwards, okay? A lot of you guys still don't understand this concept, which is very surprising, because my model is probably the easiest model out there. Like, I don't think, like, I'm probably one of the most unknown gurus out there, but this strategy is probably the easiest way to print money of all time, okay? Like, you don't need order flow, you don't need anything else. All you need is just supply and demand, 5-minute rejection on the fair value gap, and then you need the VWAP rejection as well. That is literally how you trade and how you become super profitable. Sorry guys, my roommate keeps fucking texting me. Anyways, okay, but recently I will tell you I have been trading a lot of gold. If you guys see on my Instagram, I hope you guys follow me on my Instagram. That's where I really trade. That's where I really show my progress a lot, actually. My Discord's been kind of like slowing down recently. Sorry. Okay. I am playing Rust, but my Discord has been slowing down recently. But I do call outs right here. I always do call outs, so make sure to join. You can see I take these trades, right? I take these trades. I go for high probability trades, and again, why am I profitable? Like, what makes me so special between you becoming profitable and everyone else becoming profitable? I'll tell you one thing, and it's because you are sizing too big. You like, once I sized down and just rejected my ego of saying, okay, I need to trade 1 mini to 2 minis, like, that's when I really started making a lot of money. Risk management over any concept there is in the whole entire world. I don't care if you trade ICT. I don't care if you're literally a fucking bank in JP Morgan or you're doing investment banking. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're a hedge fund. Risk management is literally the number one thing that you all need to learn how to do. And as soon as I switched to micros and as soon as I figured out how to trade micros and become better at it, that is when I started making money. Ergo, you don't have to trade 1 to 2 micros, okay? At least on NQ you don't. But you should be trading 5 to 7, maybe 6 to 7 micros, okay? Because, I'll tell you why. Number one, you can see right here, gold and everything else has been too volatile recently, right? It has been way too volatile. All we are doing is, like, once you enter, you're losing or making a lot of money, right? So once we scale down to micros, we can respectfully go for higher take profits with the equal amount of money that we're making. Meanwhile, we are risking much less. Now you might say to me, Austin, 5 micros don't sound a lot, right? I don't think you're making a lot, right? Okay, 5 micros isn't a lot. Yeah, 5 micros is not a lot. Again, these trades, all I do on these trades are literally 5 micros. You can see I keep adding because like, you see I have 10 trades and trades like these. It's because I keep adding onto my contracts because that's all I need. I don't need to go for more money. A lot of you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys come into trading going like, I have 2 students. If you're watching my video, you know who you are. I'm calling you out because you guys think that there are quick money in the world, and there's no such thing as quick money. Making money is probably the hardest thing ever. Being in school is probably way easier than making money. For me, making money is easier because I hate school and I am personally just trying to get by college for my parents and to get that goddamn piece of paper. But for some of you, school is maybe easier than working for money. And this did not come easy. Trading took 6 years of my life away, and I made about $50,000 last month. I literally have proof on my Instagram, on my Discord. You can go look at it across 6 of my accounts. I have Take Profit Trader and Top Step accounts. I made $50,000 last month, and I did not feel a thing. Okay, trading has definitely not improved the mental part of my life, but it has made me a lot of money. But it did take 6 years of my life to become this good. Now, being a mentor, I do want all my students to become profitable by the end of this year, and some of my students have, right? So you guys need to realize that risking a lot of money into your account is the worst possible thing you can do. What you need to do once you get funded, once you get that first payout, is number one, how can I keep this account going, right? That's what we need to look for. We need to look at how we can keep our account alive for as long as possible. Even if there's $200 in the rest of our balance, all we're looking for is trying to keep our account alive. Because, again, it will cost money to open another account, and it will cost more money if you keep losing that Express account, or you keep losing that eval, right? So that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to learn, and that's what we are trying to become better at. Now, recently, I have been trading gold, and one way that I trade gold is not with supply and demand, actually, and it's actually with momentum. Now, where did I get this concept from, and where did I think I've learned the most from? Again, I do watch a lot of other traders trade. I spend about 3 to 5 hours on the charts, literally just watching it, not even trading. So you guys need to understand that this does not come easy. Again, I do watch BPC. BPC trading, I think, is by far one of the best traders on here, one of the most consistent traders on here with a simple strategy, and that is following momentum and seeing and witnessing patterns. Again, patterns on gold is very, very important. You can see that on the 5 minute, right? We can see that, again, patterns. What we're looking for is patterns, right? We take a low, we swing up a few points. We take another low, we swing up a few points. We take out another low, we swing up a few points, right? And then we take and then we get a low right here, swing up a few points. All I'm doing on gold, there's nothing complicated to this. All I'm doing on gold is literally looking for the 5 minute VWAP and the gold momentum. That's all we're looking for, because once gold starts selling or once gold starts buying, that's when we see a lot of momentum coming in. That's when we see where most of the money is going, right? Now, sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, let's hop in MGC, right? Let's hop in MGC. Yesterday, this was the trade that I was going to take. What I did take, right? We have a 5 minute fair value gap form. I was not.
Is open.
Okay. Yeah, just interrupt me. I was not paying attention to this at all, right? Because this is not important to me, right? I was already in the trade right here, and my TP was for about $3,000, and it hit my TP1 for about $200, $300, right? And now I moved my stop loss all the way up. What is that? That is risk management. That's why we scale with micros and not minis, because with micros, we can keep taking stuff off and we can keep adding if we want to make more money, and we can keep getting rid of contracts if we are not feeling as confident. And I had my trails, right? I had my stops I started trailing around here, right? And it did hit my stop, which I was not mad about at all, because again, I'm still in profit, and this is a completely risk-free trade, right? I say risk-free because we don't want to be risking more money for a trade that can potentially reverse. And again, what do we see here? Again, what did I talk about before in my strategy? 5 minute fair value gap, 5 minute inverse fair value gap, right? And this is what we see right here. We see a inverse fair value gap right here that formed. And then we have another, on top of that, we have another very, very strong, very, very bearish 5 minute fair value gap that has formed right after. And once we see that, this is a sign to sell. Again, I locked myself out because I did not want to take more trades. $500 a day is way more than enough for everyone that is trying to scale. You don't need to make more than $500 a day. You don't even need to make more than $150 a day, in my opinion. But yeah, that is what I saw. I saw this. I saw the 5 minute VWAP projection. You can see right here, 5 minute VWAP projection, momentum dying, and inverse fair value gap, right? Inverse fair value gap with a, again, sell side momentum fair value gap forming with a lot of volume on these two candles, right? So naturally we will come up and start dumping again. And you can see that gold, again, right? Gold, we take a low. Sorry guys, sorry. We take, right? Okay, so we can see here that we take a sell side low, and then we swing up a few points, right? We swing up a few points right here, sell side again, swing up a few points, sell side again, swing up a few points, sell side again, right? And all I'm doing is literally, number one, looking for the fair value gaps. Number two, VWAP projection is very, very helpful. And number three, all I'm looking for is momentum. Gold with momentum equals print money, okay? So that's the recap of these videos. This is all I've been doing recently. I can't give you guys specific trades because, again, I take so many trades already. I don't remember, and I'm sleeping super late. My memory has been so foggy recently. It's been really bad. But yeah, that's all I want you guys to do. Literally just look for momentum and good trades, all right? If you need any help, please follow me on Instagram. Please DM me whenever you fucking want. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll try to make a video now every 2 weeks, every month. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you guys do good. And everyone, remember what I say. Stay safe.